to make his remarks and have his interaction with this very distinguished forum. Asanteni sana. God bless you all.
Asanteni sana. Let's take our seats. Thank you very much. Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi, Prime Cabinet Secretary, Governor wetu wa jiji la Nairobi, Capital City, Mheshimiwa Sakaja, Chairman wa CAF, ndugu yangu Speaker wa County Assembly ya Kwale, Shege ambaye ni katibu mkuu na pia nimesikia yeye ni MCA wa ulisema lakini ulisema rural. I thought Ngara was urban. Ndugu zangu wana MCAs, amjambo. Good morning. Let me take this opportunity first to welcome you to Nairobi. I know many of you come from far and wide, different parts of the Republic of Kenya, and to congratulate the County Assembly's Forum for being an agent and advocate for devolution in Kenya. Nataka niseme pongezi sana. Distinguished members, ladies and gentlemen, I recognize and honor the extraordinary constitutional mandate entrusted to our county assemblies across all our 47 counties. A mandate you continue to carry out in giving real meaning, real force, and real presence to devolution as envisioned in our Constitution. As members of county assemblies, you are the frontline custodians and steadfast defenders of devolution. Over the past 13 years, since devolution took root, you have built institutions where none existed previously. You established the legislative background and backbone upon which county governments operate today. You enacted the laws, frameworks, and regulatory structures that enable counties to function effectively in health, in agriculture, in trade, in planning, and local revenue administration. You have strengthened fairness in resource distribution and ensured that development reaches beyond county headquarters into villages, markets, schools, health facilities, and rural infrastructure. In doing so, you have made equity practical and measurable. Honorable members, from the first day of this administration, I made it clear that devolution is not merely a constitutional provision. It is the ground jewel of our democratic governance and one of the greatest achievements of the people of Kenya. Accordingly, this administration has treated devolution not as an obligation to be managed, but as a commitment to be strengthened. We have advanced fiscal and structural reforms to support more predictable and timely disbursement of resources to counties, and so far, about 4 trillion shillings has been transferred to county governments over the past 12 years. Across the country, the impact is visible in expanded road networks, improved health facilities, broader access to water and sanitation, strengthened early childhood education, and agricultural support programs that are improving livelihoods. We have also improved intergovernmental coordination, strengthened implementation follow-through, and aligned planning and reporting systems so that cooperation not contest, defines relations between the two levels of government. Most significantly, we have completed the delineation, unbundling, and gazettement of devolved functions, bringing clarity where ambiguity previously created duplication, delay, and institutional friction. Honorable members, even as we recognize this progress, we must remain vigilant and focused. The full promise of devolution is not yet fully realized. The decisive factors before us now is disciplined, transparent, and results-oriented use of resources already entrusted to us. While resources are limited, what we have is sufficient to deliver meaningful change and impact when properly utilized and prioritized and efficiently deployed. The central question, therefore, is not how much we have, but how well we use it. The questions we ask are allocations aligned to citizens' priorities? Are systems efficient? Are safeguards strong enough to prevent loss, waste, and misuse? Those are the questions at the back of citizens and those who have employed us. As leaders closest to the people, you carry both the authority and the responsibility to demand clear answers and enforce accountability. The national government will stand with you in this work. We will strengthen cooperation frameworks, support capacity where it is needed, remove operational bottlenecks, and reinforce systems that improve delivery and transparency. I am aware that you have raised several concerns relating to your welfare as members of the county assemblies, concerns that go directly to the strength of devolution and the effectiveness of service delivery to our people. Before I address some of the concerns and the two gentlemen who have spoken before me, I have had consultations with them. I did ask them to have a conversation with the Prime Cabinet Secretary so that we can address some of the issues that affect county assemblies. But before I do that, I think it's only fair that leaders coming from across Kenya want to know the status of staff in our country. Allow me just to mention 3 or 4 things for good record. Because in the world we live in, there is so much information out there. And there is so much misinformation, disinformation, fake news, and sometimes outright lies about our country. I have the responsibility as the president of this country to always get the citizens of our nation the correct information, and especially leaders like yourselves who have a responsibility beyond being citizens by being leaders at the grassroots. Our economy, I think you saw last week, Central Bank has now reduced the CBR rate, which is the anchorage for interest rates, from 9% to 8.75%, signaling the coming down of interest rates in Kenya. Just for good record, that CBR rate was 14% a few months ago. Put it correctly. We have consolidated and stabilized the economy of our country over the last 3 years. And numbers don't lie. Our inflation has come down from 9.6% to 4.5%. Our exchange rate has come down. Our Kenya shilling has strengthened. Today, the exchange rate is 129 Kenya shillings to $1. It was 165 shillings to $1 2.5 years ago. Our foreign exchange reserves have grown, almost doubled. In 2022, our foreign exchange reserves were $5.7 billion. Today, it is $12.3 billion. If you are an exporter, you used to request for dollars and wait for weeks and months because we didn't have enough foreign exchange. Today, you can get foreign exchange at the click of a button. That is how we have consolidated our economy. And I can confidently tell you as leaders from the grassroots that our economy is now stable and we are on the takeoff. In fact, IMF, about 2 or 3 months ago, released a report that said Kenya had now overtaken Angola and Ethiopia, and we are now the 6th largest economy in our continent. And I want to promise you we are making progress. It's not easy. Some tough decisions have had to be made, but the risk of Kenya defaulting on its foreign obligations is now well behind us. I know to a good extent agriculture is devolved. It was part of my commitment to the people of Kenya and a necessary imperative for us as a nation that we reorganize our agriculture and change the trajectory from consumption subsidies to production support. Today, whether it is maize, whether it is tea, whether it is coffee, our production has gone up because of the interventions we have made. And slowly but surely, we are reducing imports. We have reduced imports of maize, we have reduced imports of sugar, we have reduced imports of rice, because we have chosen the deliberate intervention to promote production, reduce the cost of farm inputs, and make sure that they are delivered on a digital platform to eliminate corruption and pilferage. The partnership that we have built with county governments, with the approval of county assemblies, to partner with counties in the delivery, especially last mile delivery of farm inputs, has been of immense use to us as we seek to enhance our productivity, and I must pay gratitude to county assemblies that have supported that exercise. Asanteni sana.